That's the one with the big diamond on the side, the triangle on the
Your
side.
mic is muted, dude.
What?
Blooper.
Welcome back to another episode of the Running Back Podcast. I am your host, Aaron Alexander, alongside Coach Ali.
What's up?
And joined now to my left by the infamous Uncle E. What's going on, man?
How you doing?
That's getting clipped.
He's still upset about it.
That's getting clipped.
Hey, but I actually asked you how you. I don't ask him how he doing. See? Yeah.
At this point, did I even win?
You
You
did.
should. There's balance. We have a wonderful, wonderful show for you guys today. Aaron Rodgers is stirring up drama in the NFL offseason, and kind of so is Jarvis Landry. Not really drama. Jarvis Landry made his point a lot more clear, but yeah. Juwan Howard is making college basketball headlines all over the country, and All-Star Weekend has wrapped. It's a great time in Cleveland. And yeah, man, a bevy of things to get to, including a wonderful list a little bit later. That's going to be...
Great time in Cleveland. I loved it.
You ever been to Baltimore? All right, then.
Yes, I have actually.
It's garbage.
It's right by the Hudson. It's quite beautiful.
You mean where all the dead niggas be at?
Didn't see anyone out there.
PG-13. PG-13.
Bleep that.
Come on, man.
I leave you to the first segment of the day.
Like we said, start off the day with some NFL offseason. Not too much shaking right now. You know, it's just started right after the Super Bowl. Congratulations once again to the Los Angeles Rams. But beginning weeks of the NFL offseason, and we got some rumors. So Aaron Rodgers posted a IG post about some goodbyes, some good memories, and some thank yous. So
His Monday night gratitude, as he called it.
yes, so he is looks like he might be on the move. What do you guys think?
He gone.
He
Yeah.
gotta be out of there. I think that whole them drafting Jordan Love thing.
That I think that really tipped like the first round. It was a second round, third round. We're like cool, but the first round,
Even if it was the first round, but they traded up to get him. Like that's might be the most insulting part of it all. They traded up to get that man. They gave up more assets to get Jordan Love.
I mean,
Jordan Love so far he looks kind of a mid quarterback.
He's played a game and a half for the Green Bay Packers and is responsible for half of their losses.
I mean, okay, you know, I'm not gonna say he a mid quarterback.
Yeah, see, he looks like. I'm not saying he is.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you only
So
played
far.
a game and a
He
half.
played 6 quarters, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's like
I'm just
not
saying
enough
what-
snaps to really show how
I'm
good
just
you
saying
can
so
be.
far. Just
I mean, but I haven't seen. Yeah, I was about to say the eye test hadn't. Now he does look like he can move at an NFL level. Like when he's scrambling and all that, he looks like he's fairly comfortable and can keep up with the speed of the game. But in terms of like accuracy, all that, I ain't seen too much of that yet.
You need more snaps. That's all it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
man,
I mean-
we'll see. He'll get a lot.
He probably will get chances.
He'll get a lot. But top 3 destinations for Aaron Rodgers.
I would say the Broncos are still number 1 for me. I think it makes the most sense in terms of cap space, where he wants to be, where, you know, all that.
I agree.
I think Green Bay would probably like to trade him to like Vegas, AFC team. You get back a pretty good quarterback in Derek Carr. You
Mid,
probably
but
get-
okay.
No, he's above average.
He's above average.
He's a good, solid quarterback.
He's like right on that line of.
He's
mid
like what
and-
Joe Flacco did.
Nah, he's better than Joe Flacco.
He has a longer.
Yeah, he's consistently better than Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco had two really good seasons.
And now, granted, he did cash in and get up here with the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
but,
so he had 2 really good seasons. He said, "Give me my money."
but
And
y'all
then
also had a crazy defense that year too. So like,
I'm just saying, though, he had 2 good years, and they got his money. And they said, "Nah, I'm good now."
and like the random surgence of Jacoby Jones that year too, like helped Joe Flacco.
How long was Jacoby Jones in the league? 4 years.
I don't know, man. He just sort of just came in, did something, got out.
He came into the league.
Like, talk about a temp player. Like, he said, I'm temp. And not for long.
He said, "I'm here to get my money, 1 Super Bowl, and then I'm done."
How so he was
I
in
don't
like
even
4
remember him like getting hurt or nothing. Like I just remember like watching football and being like, damn, like I ain't heard them say nothing about Jacoby Jones in forever.
I'm gonna have to look. Into this.
But yeah, and then I think wild card team could be like Tampa Bay. Tom Brady obviously retiring. I don't know that Tampa Bay has enough to trade for him, but hey, you never know.
Bring him to Cleveland.
I'm on that train.
No, thank you.
You could definitely give up like 2 picks and Baker, and that'd be all right. I think they'd be cool with that.
I don't want to give up a pick. They gotta be like 4th round picks. It can't be nothing.
Could you be cool with like 2nd or 3rd round?
Mm-hmm. Maybe a 3rd round, but that's pushing it.
1 second, 1
no,
third.
I can't do a 2nd, bro. I can't do a
1
2nd.
first and Baker.
No, a first? Hell no.
Are you crazy?
I give you 2 4th round picks and you gonna call it a day. And Baker Mayfield.
I give you 2 4s, maybe a 7.
Not even like a first and Baker.
I'm not giving you no.
This is 4 time.
The top 3 might be
4 time. Time.
Hey,
you got Baker.
Hey, 4-time losing in the playoffs. Actually, since 2011.
4 time.
That don't matter.
MVP.
So
they don't just hand those to you. At this point,
Matt
actually
Ryan has one.
they definitely. My one wild card pick is Indiana.
Ooh,
because they have a great defense. They need a quarterback away from really make some damage in the AFC. And
I like that, but I don't want to like it. But it makes so much sense.
They just quarterback away.
Yeah,
Wentz does not fit the bill.
Dolphins, maybe.
The defense is good, but do they have enough pieces around them though?
I mean, I think they would have more pieces than probably Indy in terms of not the backfield, obviously, but like wide receivers. Yeah.
I mean, they got Michael Pittman. He had a decent year. I mean, he had a good year. I say good year.
Yeah, he had a good year. T.Y. Hilton's getting old.
Yeah, they need a better.
And Paris Campbell can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
I'll even throw Steelers in just because
I don't want that.
The new coaching. Who they just hired?
B-Flow.
Yeah. So they just hired him.
Defense. I mean, Aaron Rodgers ain't out there tackling people.
I don't want to say Steelers because I don't want to face them twice a year. I don't want that problems, bro.
Plus, the Steelers is a pretty, when you really look at it, I mean, his offensive, that's a worse situation. I mean,
offensive line is bad.
Yeah, you get a better
coach.
Old
too. It's old.
Yeah, you get a better coach, but you have no true number 1 receiver. At least he has a number 1 in Devontae. Your run game's a little bit worse.
They could have a good receiver, but he keeps dropping passes.
Deontay Johnson could be really good. He can't hold on to the ball.
He can't catch it.
He be routing dudes up so crazy
He
off
be
the line.
making that money and then drop the pass. I'm like,
was it 2 years in a row he led the league in drops?
He just can't catch, bro.
Yeah, man.
Very true.
Some Toledo kids, man.
Hey, we got Kareem Hunt, bro.
But
hey, he can catch the ball.
But yeah, you know what? Wherever he goes, that next team.
I like the Dolphins pick though. I think it's really out of pocket, but like
dude grew his hair out. I think he's been paying for Miami this whole time.
I know who said
Houston.
top.
No, that's the worst place he could go to.
You said Houston? Oh man, stop talking. But another place he can go to is San Fran.
That's where he grew up.
I mean, from California. So I mean,
you know what?
I mean, would they be willing to move forward with Trey Lance? I mean, Trey Lance is...
But they do got Trey Lance. I think they're going to move forward with Trey Lance, though. So. That's a far-fetched idea, but...
I'm going to throw my far-fetched right here with you. Cowboys trade Dak. Talk about, we want to win now. They said we're getting this guy.
I mean...
Hey, listen.
The contracts are pretty close. Jerry Jones is known for making these type of crazy splash type of moves.
He'll pay the defense for the difference. He'll pay the difference between Aaron and
still got to get a line. Mm-hmm. You lose in the run game.
You need another. But
you do have better receivers though.
You need another running back. I think you
with
need to let go of Zeke because he gotta go, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I think Zeke.
Come on, it's Zeke, man.
Amari Cooper.
Isn't he on expiring contract?
No, that's Michael Gallup.
Yeah, Gallup. Okay.
Yeah, but you still got CeeDee Lamb out there.
CeeDee Lamb still there.
Decent tight end.
Decent tight. Dallas would be interesting. Mm-hmm. And
far-fetched, no picks, no nothing.
Decent defense. Like
you could throw in like 2-4 rounds.
I think like a 4th and Dak probably gets it done.
Mm-hmm. Hey man.
So it's far-fetched, but yeah,
that's not a bad because I don't like who's a.
That's like a Cowboys move.
That's a very Cowboy move. I don't think I think obviously the Cowboys would be happy to do that, and I don't think Green Bay would be upset about getting Dak. I mean, that could do worse. Dak would be mad.
Hey, but I mean, talk about like
go from playing in the dome to playing in cold Green Bay.
I'm just saying this.
He has chances though, so I can't say nothing.
This is written for the Cowboys. Like this is like a storybook. Like they make it to the Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers, the biggest trade.
They need to. That 95 is a long time ago, man.
You do have a point.
It's a long time ago.
That's interesting.
Hey man, I'm just trying to party with Michael Irvin this time.
Oh god, he would be on
right.
so much.
So yeah, that's a little bit of the story of Aaron Rodgers. We'll see where he goes. If he stays in Green Bay or if he moves elsewhere. Another rumor or potential move is Jarvis Landry. He is outspoken.
Can y'all like elaborate this to me? Because his Twitter, Instagram?
His Twitter.
Pull up the tweets
So basically, before when Aaron is looking up the actual tweets, he is being disgruntled because fans and media talking crap about how he was playing like little under the he didn't play as well as he used to. But he was like he's been hurt. He's been going through a lot of stuff. So he just had a rant, and everyone knew. No.
So he sent out a series of tweets, 3 tweets, one after the other.
4 tweets, but 3 in the.
Was there 4? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it started off with reality behind all this is I came back to play in the best shape of my life. I got hurt in week 2 with a high-grade MCL sprain, partial quad tear, and a bone bruise. Then came back way too early, ended up staying hurt the entire season. You never heard me mention anything about it. Also, my media availability didn't happen because I was focused on getting on the field and as healthy as possible during the week and after games. A strategic plan was set in place to be followed. I put the ball in Cleveland's court by telling them I would like to stay, but if not, then I would. Yeah, if not, he wrote this on the note. But if not, then I'm confident enough in myself to be a better, healthy me this year and moving forward to helping do my part in winning a championship elsewhere. Before this year, I missed 0 games, so push y'all narrative. It's noted.
That was thuggish right there. I really feel like I don't think he's crazy and nothing like special, but that was a thuggish thing to say, man.
I think one, he came around and told you that he wants to stay if you do it, but if not, then you know what I'm saying, let me go.
Nah, he's like your number 1 option at this point in time.
Well, technically at this point in time, David Njoku is the number 1 option. He led the league, the team in catches and snaps and all that. So.
He's your number 1 wide receiving option.
Mm-hmm. And
if he goes, because of the previous season, you're not really getting much back for him.
Well, I don't think they would be trading him. I would assume they would cut him because they would
cut him.
They save $14.5 million.
Only $1.5 million will hit our cap.
Yeah, so we're talking about a net of $13 million in savings by cutting him.
So
we trade or cut the same thing.
Yeah.
So would that mean y'all be looking in the draft for a receiver and the free agency?
Mm-hmm.
I would say free agency more for receivers.
And I think this year would be like really good to get some free agent receivers.
I'd like to draft Garrett Wilson, but I also wouldn't be upset about Chris Godwin, assuming he comes back healthy. Michael Gallup has progressed well, but
Well, we need to draft the number 1 receiver, not the number 2 or 3 receiver.
Chris Godwin ain't a bad shot, but
I'm talking about Godwin. I'm talking about Gallup. Gallup's like 2 or 3.
Yeah, but Godwin off an ACL recently, so
he's
going to be out for the season.
So you don't know how that's going.
Yeah,
and it was a late season ACL.
Yeah, so he got for at least maybe until playoffs next season.
Think you can. I honestly think. There's a few guys in this draft that have number 1 potential. Call me biased with Garrett Wilson if you want, but I think he's the best receiver in this draft. And then that kid out of Arkansas, I feel like are 2 guys who could come into the league and do something similar to what we saw Jamar Chase do this year and Justin Jefferson do last year.
But I'm sorry. There's no one going to come close to what Jamar Chase in a rookie season's going to do. That's peak excellence.
Justin Jefferson did it the year before.
This guy made a Super Bowl. Justin Jefferson did do it, but he was under the radar.
Jefferson played in Minnesota, so
he was not under the radar.
Did you even hear about Justin Jefferson when he peaked? I did not.
What you talking about?
I didn't, but Jamar Chase, I knew this guy, but I didn't.
Well, that's because you saw Jamar more because he's on division.
Yeah, you're right. No one's watching Minnesota.
We can't watch Minnesota. Well, we don't want to, at least. But I think it's going to be interesting what they do. I personally would like to have Jarvis stay because he changed the culture, and he's one of the main reasons why the Cleveland are a playoff-bound team. I know last season was a setback, but he's the reason why we keep improving every year because he has that locker room motivated and ready to go every week. even in the Hard Knocks, you saw it. Like he came here, like from Miami. Like no one else to come to Cleveland from like.
Thank
Miami.
you for saying that.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like come from Miami, like it's Miami.
It's
you know
Miami.
what I'm saying?
Dang, it's Miami.
And then he said, "I'm going to Cleveland."
Tampa Bay, almost the same thing.
But like he came to Cleveland, and he wanted to change the culture, and he did that within 2-3 years. So I personally would like to have him here. But some of the fan base is toxic.
Yeah,
it's just sad to see.
Oh, bro.
I definitely would like to have him, but I mean, 13 million is 13 million.
I mean, yeah, but like we in a short window. Might as well try to get the best talent you can, and he's one of the best talents.
You know, that is a fair argument, and I do respect that. And you can never truly, understand what a locker room presence does. A locker room guy.
If you make him number one, make him number two, doesn't matter. As long as you have him, he's be productive.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm cool with keeping him. Like I said, in a perfect world, we keep Jarvis Landry, draft Garrett Wilson, and move forward with that team.
Yeah.
And Donovan Peoples-Jones hopefully emerges as a good number 3, and then we use Anthony Schwartz in our deep play packages.
What's Hollywood doing? Is he gonna leave again?
Y'all heard about that, right?
What?
What, you talking about Hollywood Brown?
No,
I'm talking about
Rashard Higgins.
Oh, never mind. Okay, I didn't know if y'all heard.
Go ahead with Hollywood Brown, though.
Go ahead, breaking news.
Someone must have tweeted he wanted to leave football and pursue streaming. I know, right?
Man.
I didn't even know he streamed.
What game do you play? Madden?
Yeah, maybe he's a better catcher there than actual.
He turned his catch all the way up to 99 on Madden.
Probably edit that whole thing. Is this what it's like?
Oh my goodness. All right, let's move on. Moving on to Juwan Howard, college basketball.
Bro.
This is probably one of the biggest stories. We watched it live.
We did watch it live.
It was crazy. Like we was watching, like we didn't watch the whole game. We watched like the end of it, and then we just saw it happen. We just like, what's going on?
Flipping through the channels.
Yeah, it was flipping to the channels. It was like, oh, okay, Michigan, they lost. Okay, why not? And then they got into a little tussle with the head coaches. Apparently, early in the fourth quarter, late in the second half, the Wisconsin, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Wisconsin coach called a timeout on an inbound play, but they were up by like 15 or something like that. And then he called a timeout because it was about to be a 5-second violation.
Mm-hmm.
So smart thing to do. I don't want to turn over the timeout. But Juwan took it as like disrespect, like, oh, y'all already up by 20, so why y'all calling timeout? Let's take the L. Well, like, y'all losing, like, I don't want to turn over. I want to, get our second unit or third unit in and play the last 2-3 minutes of the game. So Juwan Howard got upset, trying to go to the high five line, whatever, shaking. Mm-hmm. And then the Wisconsin coach pulled Juwan Howard. Juwan Howard didn't like it. He got in his face. They both arguing. The coaching staff on the Wisconsin team said something, did something. Juwan Howard slapped the hell out of him.
He tried to grab the side of that man's head.
I mean, you can't teach what is he, 6'11"? You can't teach that.
Yeah, so
he's pretty big. He's pretty. I mean, maybe like 6'10", but I
yeah,
don't know.
It's
a big dude. Yeah,
his hand is massive. Like so, when he slapped him, I saw like dandruff come out. And so NCAA suspended Juwan Howard for the rest of the regular season, which is 5 games.
5-game season. Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to be able to coach in the Big Ten tournament.
Not with the way they record it, they ain't going to be there.
Well, everyone makes the Big Ten tournament. It's just about seeding. But they're not going to make the NCAA tournament unless they win the Big Ten tournament. They gotta win.
They gotta win. They have zero shot of making it.
Yeah, they're like 18 and 14 or something like that.
Yes.
18, 15. Yeah, it's like real. It's not that great.
Yeah, it was certainly an interesting way of going about it. Yeah, like Ali mentioned, from everything that we gathered and from what the reports say and all that, Juwan Howard told him, that he was going to remember that. You can see him pulling down his mask, and that's what he said to him, that he was going to remember that and he was going to keep walking. And then the Wisconsin coach tried to pull him back to try to, what he says, explain why he called the timeout. And then that's when things escalated. What I didn't like, and the only, I understand where Juwan Howard's coming from for sure and everything. The only thing that sucks about it is that the players got involved and all that. And, when stuff like that happens, these kids are on scholarship and they Juwan Howard, if he gets fired, he's fine. When some of these kids lose their scholarship over a fight or something like that, that's a much bigger deal. Mm-hmm. So, do better, guys.
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
I think the punishment. I think it probably should have been like 3 games. Or,
5 games sounds right.
No, you can't hit nobody.
You can't just be, especially if you're a coach. Players is one thing, but coaches.
Yeah, that's fine.
They set the example.
I'm not angry, but I think, like I said, I think 3 games would be like it don't really matter. Them last 2 games, whatever.
But dude, it's something that's like futile. It's like a timeout. Come on, bro. It ain't like he just said you suck. Your career was trash. Anything like that. Yeah. You did nothing.
Yeah, I just wish
year of college you done nothing.
You know what I'm saying?
I just wish the Wisconsin coach would have got at least a game or 2 because he did initiate the contact.
Whoa, he pulled him to be like, hey, like he really said, hey, no, you gotta listen, like. This is why I call it
but he grabbed him and pulled him.
He ain't grab. No, like you trying to like tell him like listen. Ain't
no.
Listen to me, man.
If you're mad and someone grab you like that, bro, it's all like it's
I hear what you're saying, but you can't put your hands on that man.
He already upset, like, and then you grab him like that. You just ticked him off. Now,
like if it mattered to you that much, after you get through the line, go find him. Type thing.
The grab, I'm not saying like it was a bad grab, but like. He already upset, but like you grab him, so like it
wasn't a bad grab.
I'm just saying,
you grabbed him by his collar like a pilot. What are you doing?
But like I'm saying, it just initiated a lot of the incident.
Yeah,
and
I mean, it's probably one.
It's not a good scene for the NCAA. So hopefully everything is resolved, and they can
5 games.
They get better at basketball, Michigan.
Yes.
No one cares about Michigan. It's cool, man.
All right, moving on to NBA All-Star recap. I enjoyed this besides the one particular contest. We'll get to that later. But I think it was a great weekend. Cleveland, you did your thing. I know it was cold. It wasn't the greatest weather setting. But we did a great job hosting it, entertaining the NBA family. And I think we did a great job.
Shout out to Feet Geeks Sneaker Boutique in downtown Cleveland. Did quite a bit of business off of that. The city made, what they say, about $100 million over the course of that weekend. So it was absolutely beautiful to see. Great hosts. I think other, like you said, then can we just go into other than the dunk contest? Everything else was pretty good. Dunk contest was garbage.
Let's start there.
We'll start with the bad.
This is the first contest I've seen in a while, maybe ever, that did not have a
single 50.
No 50 dunks. None.
Where?
I mean, can we just be honest here? Did anyone care about these contestants? It
was Juan Toscano Anderson.
Didn't care.
Cole Anthony.
Weirdo didn't care. Duncan and Tim's great.
It was a great start. Had he not done it 17 times, it would have been a lot more.
Bro,
Jalen Green, and then Obi.
So they did a stat on the field goal percentage. Jalen Green first dunk was 1 for 9. He was 1 for 9 in his first dunk attempt.
I don't know. They need to bring the timer back. That never needs to happen again.
Yeah, so I don't need to see 9. I don't ever want to see 9 dunk attempts.
I think that there should be a criteria to be in the dunk contest. You can't be just a great dunker or like a cool dunker. You have to at least average like 15 points a game to be in the dunk contest. That is prime qualifications. 15 points and a good dunker. Like
you can't say that because Gerald Green didn't average 15 points a lot, but he was one of the best dunkers in the dunk contest.
Well, he shouldn't have been in it.
But he's one of the best dunkers.
It's okay. He shouldn't have been in it.
What you mean?
No, like you gotta have a point average.
No, but Gerald Green was one of the best dunkers.
I'd say 10 points would be the mark. You gotta give me double.
No, you gotta be like a top 8 in your rotation.
Yeah, you gotta play.
You gotta play.
But I mean, I think all these dudes do play. I mean, Jalen Green is probably number 1 or 2 option on the team. Juan Toscano Anderson gets run there.
I'm sorry. If like we're talking about a league where Ja Morant was not in the dunk contest.
That was his decision, though.
I feel like you shouldn't have if you get requested, you shouldn't be able to say no.
I honestly think though, is Ja Morant a flashy dunker though? I think he's better. Hold on, listen. 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 can he pull off 50 rated dunks?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. That's what I asked. That's what I asked.
Did you not see the lob he caught in the All-Star game with the 360?
I saw that. Is that 50 rated dunk? Did you give him a 50 on that?
I absolutely got a 50 this past weekend.
Bro, like, I think if you were to, like, show clips of dunks in the All-Star game and passed it as the dunk contest, people would be more hyped than the actual.
I agree.
I watched Rudy Gobert do a 360. Like, put him in it.
No.
Joel Embiid had, like, a nice little windmill. Yeah.
I thought it was a... Yeah.
It was really, like, he fluffed it, but
it
was nice.
But
I feel like you should be like... I know Nate Robinson won it 3 times, right? Mm-hmm. But I feel like you should be like between 6'1" and 6'8". If you're taller, well, actually, because Aaron Gordon was 6'10", so...
And Aaron Gordon has the greatest dunk contest dunk we've ever seen.
Yes.
Yeah, the greatest loser dunks I've ever seen in my life.
He should have won that. I'm sorry. 2016 should have won that.
Yeah, but he's a loser, so it's okay. He
definitely should have beat Derrick Jones.
No, he was with Miami. It's cool.
No,
he was with Miami. We don't.
That's why D-Wade gave him a 9. But
let's move on to the next contest. 3-point contest.
That was fun.
That's fun to see.
That was really fun.
I had no faith in Cat, and he shut everyone up.
I wish I had put money.
I wish I did too, bro.
Bro, he had the worst odds. So whoever put money on him, aka Jordan Woods, made bank.
And somebody made, there was a bettor who placed $100 on Karl Anthony Towns to win, and Jordan Woods put the biggest bet. I think she put $10,000 or something. Imagine having $10,000 and just assuming you're gonna lose it. Crazy. But the person who put 100,
oh my God,
won $50,000.
I looked at his name. I said, I'm gonna put his name for one bet and somebody else's name.
I really did. I really almost parlayed Cat too, and I was like, he probably ain't gonna do nothing.
He had the best first round and best second.
Bro, he was hot.
He was hot. He probably better than this stuff. He might have been.
I mean, it's probably one of the best highlights of his career for a while now.
Just say you don't watch basketball, bro.
I mean, he's been playing with the T-Wolves. He hasn't been doing much past couple of seasons.
He's a 3-time All-Star.
Thanks.
24 and 12 ain't doing much.
Like I said, I stick with that.
Okay.
All right. Hey, you got Jordan Woods? Oh, no.
Yeah, that's man's taking dubs on and off the court.
Yes.
Okay.
They're in the play-in right now.
Let's see how long that lasts.
They're better than OKC.
They're better than the Rockets. Okay. Like, I didn't want to even go there, but this guy just stepped in.
The shooting challenge, what was it called?
The skills challenge.
Skills challenge.
I stopped watching that.
I like the new setup. I think that was kind of cool. I like it.
No, man. I'm not gonna. Maybe I'm just such an old head about this, man. The old skills challenge was perfect.
With the 4 different contestants?
Yes.
Yeah.
But 3 teams of doing it? I like that. I like the relay better. I think they could have done better with picking the teams.
I think they could have done better with making it smoother. I think they made it too long.
Yeah, like it didn't have to be that long.
It was way too long. It could have been like 3 short little events, but they made like 4 or 5 long ass events.
But the Cavs won it, so I don't care.
Yes.
Shout out
Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley.
Rookie of the year.
Yes.
Hit that. You mean?
I mean, I agree. I'm still a big fan of Josh Giddey.
I mean, that's fine. Josh Giddey's
he's fantastic.
Josh Giddey's really good. He's gonna be a excellent person, but Cavs won.
Excellent person. And then finally, the big game. Oh, well, we didn't talk about the celebrity game.
I don't give a damn about no celebrity game.
Thank you. That was just
shout out to Mayor Bibbs and Myles Garrett for that crazy dunk.
Myles Garrett should not be dunking on no rim. He almost broke it like twice.
Yeah, he did.
They was barring up MGK, and I kind of enjoyed it. They said every 2K guy who wastes his money on tattoos, wastes his VC on tattoos.
That's hilarious.
Okay, now the big game Sunday night, the All-Star game, Team LeBron against Team Durant. I thought it was a great game.
Yeah, it was close the entire time, and I just enjoyed it. It was back and forth. It had the great highlights, like you said earlier with the John Morant 360 alley-oop, and then we had some great dunks by Joel Embiid, obviously LeBron,
Steph Curry.
You don't care about Rudy's 360?
Hold on, let me.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Are you just saying all these like?
I'm trying to build up, and he's gonna come here.
Can you really build up as Steph Curry?
Yes, I'm going with dunks, the other shots, and then Steph Curry gonna be the headliner. But go ahead, Steph Curry, finish it off.
Steph Curry had probably one of the best shooting displays of an all.
3 quarters.
Shooting displays.
Listen, the third quarter, we were watching it. It was electrifying because every shot he made, we were just like,
bro. Steph is wild for shooting it from a step in front of half court and turning around.
turning the balls at is apex, and he's like, I'm already turning around.
Like, when he do it from the corner, like, all right, you pretty much know from the corner when that's falling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Even from the
he did it twice that time in the game.
Yeah, like, from the corner is cool, but, like, from half court, you're wild.
I think Steph Curry.
That's a special guy.
Watching him and LeBron, like, just, like, embrace, I'm like, this is meant for them to be teammates in the future.
And you got to go back to Russ.
You imagine, like, after the All-Star break, they in the locker room.
The first night. So
he turned around. He's like, hey, LeBron. How you doing there, buddy?
You still here?
He just watched his point guard go get 50. And he got to go back home to Russell Westbrook.
It's like, what's going on, Russ?
It was a great game, though. You know, like Ali mentioned, you know, a nip and tuck game the whole way. Doing it for charity and all that. Matter of fact, Steph is actually donating all his All-Star game money to the school district Ali and I grew up in, and they're like coaches to help them get basketball out to, you know, all the schools who don't have the option to do that. Mm-hmm. As well as some funds for Kent State. Obviously, LeBron's our primary school. The entire setup of the charity thing was wonderful, and then I also made $50 on the points, so. Really appreciate them keeping it close at 160 to 163. And, of course, capping it off with LeBron hitting the turnaround on Zach LaVine and Joel helping and winning it all.
Team LeBron undefeated.
5-0, man.
Hey, man, that's why
Great
he's
GM.
Love GM, man. Love GM, man.
Before we segue into our thing, I don't know if we were going to talk about this. LeBron's comments on.
Oh yeah, about him saying like the Cavs got 3 All-Stars, Darius, Jared, and me.
Not even talking about that. No one cares about that. My bad. I meant the Bronny James. Wherever he goes, I go.
We've been to that though.
He said that for the past 10 years.
He literally once it became a thing that Bronny might make it to the league, or he was gonna play basketball. He was like, yeah.
But like this is like now it's like who can get Bronny first?
Probably like Oklahoma City. They got all them picks.
I think it'd be better by the time Bronny gets in the league.
Those are not his picks. They're not their picks.
Yeah, but like
they're remember they're the Lakers picks. They're Lakers and New Orleans picks.
Oh.
I feel so bad for LeBron if he has to suffer in Oklahoma. You know, I ain't gonna lie. LeBron made Cleveland a great team when they were stinking it up. He could do that over there.
Cleveland's a better place than Oklahoma City. You been to Oklahoma City? It's the armpit of this country.
No. I'm saying if
Actually,
LeBron
Gary,
can make
Indiana
Cleveland better when they were ass, like he can make Oklahoma, especially with their degree of talent coming up with Josh Giddey, LeBron and Giddey.
And Dort?
No, don't you dare. Dort is incredible. I wish we would have traded for him. Oh, man, you get it like one. Yeah, he was great.
We are a pro Dort show.
Yeah, pro Dort.
They said that Bronny is a second-round prospect right now while he's a junior in high school.
I don't think that's true. I don't think he's making the league right now.
Nah, no.
Has he been like...
The projection.
No, I mentioned this last time. I think right where Bronny falls, at his best, he's going to be a Jason Kidd type of player. At his worst, he'll be like a Los Angeles Lakers Lonzo Ball.
Oh, I was going to say like Norris Cole, 2-time champion.
No, because Norris Cole couldn't defend, nor did he have the IQ that Bronny
You don't just teach 2 championships, all right? You don't just teach. You don't just teach that. That's 2.
A lot of people got 2 championships.
Not as a rookie.
Well, nobody has 2 championships as a rookie.
Okay.
Robert Ory might.
As a rookie. He got 2 championships as a rookie.
That's why I agreed, because...
Yeah.
But on to the next
hold on. This is what we all been waiting for, man. Last week we talked about it.
We mentioned it.
We dabbled in it.
Hinted at it.
And now we're going to talk about the top 10 shooting guards of all time in the NBA.
Now, how would you like to go about this? Because pre-show we were all in agreement about, Do we just skim over that? Do we mention it? Do we
Skip over what? You just
the big three?
Oh, see, you leaving words out when you say stuff.
You gotta.
Do we just skim over that?
The top three. Okay,
I think all of our top three are the same.
Yeah.
I think we all have Mike, Kobe, and D Wade.
yes.
Okay.
So do you want to go from 4 to 10 or 10 to 4?
10 to 4 would be interesting.
Let's
Ten to 10. Okay, hold on.
10 to 4.
Hold on. Before we get to 10 to 4.
Is that the order y'all have them in, by the way? Mike, Kobe, D Wade.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't think
What
that-
any other order
Yeah,
would there
I
be?
mean,
I don't know. I didn't know if maybe he let your fandom.
wait first.
No. I just thought maybe he let his fandom put D Wade over Kobe.
I love D Wade. D Wade made me love basketball, but I wouldn't dare disrespect
Okay, I was just making sure.
Kobe as if It's not like Kobe went to Dwayne Wade for advice on how to defend somebody. Oh wait, he did, but
I mean, hey, D Wade is still all time in blocks at the 2 guard position.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, Dwayne Wade, put some respect on my man.
Underrated defender, honestly.
Is he though?
by
so.
a large margin.
I really think he is underrated.
Underrated. He's one of the best.
Well, I mean, you know that, but I think if you would ask the average NBA fan, they wouldn't say Dwayne Wade was an elite level defender.
he has Dwayne Wade has 3-time all defensive teams.
But again, did you know that off the top of your head?
Nope.
Right.
Yeah, I knew he won a couple. I don't know how many exactly, but I knew he had a couple.
Absolutely underrated defender.
All right.
All right, so starting at 10.
All right. E, you go first.
Can we go first?
Who is
James Harden. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness. He did not just say that.
I'm saying James Harden.
Okay.
That's
I'm
why
not saying.
that's why I want to go first. This
Go
is
ahead.
I'm only saying James Harden at number 10 because I don't like him. All right, I know that's a very shallow-minded way of, but he talks a big game for a guy who only made one finals as not even the number 2 option. He consistently fails at the big occasion. You know what I'm saying? I think there are people who share a similar sort of skill set, but have done more with their, time in the league.
I don't think anybody really has a skill set like James Harden, but go ahead.
I don't like James. He talk and it really is just sour grapes just because he came at Giannis that time. You saw what you remember that? You remember that? I wish I was 7 feet done to do that. Man, that's why. That because if you can humble yourself, that's why I hate Aaron Gordon so much. Cause he ain't humble.
What?
That's why he.
But Aaron Gordon should have one dunk contest.
No.
That's all he's.
He talks he said, "I'm not coming back," as if you're the pinnacle of the dunk contest.
Look what the dunk contest has been since he's not been in.
Hey, don't matter. All I'm saying is he said I'm gonna be in a 3-point shooting contest. Hasn't touched it once, but nonetheless, humble yourself.
So James Harden's your number 10.
James Harden's my number 10.
Okay.
Show some humility, man.
Whoa, wait. You really serious about this?
No. If you're not humble, show some humility. You're not even there. You're not even close. That's why Jimmy Butler, man, humblest dude, but at least when he talk, he back it up. But he back it up with hard work.
Y'all heard that, right? All right. Go ahead, Aaron. Please go with a better top number 10.
I have Vince Carter as my number 10.
See, I get that, but again, it's one of those
I mean, look,
shooting guard, small forward. Which one?
he's shooting guard.
I mean, I'm kind of with E, but go ahead. I'm not. Go ahead.
Vince Carter, great player. Human highlight reel, obviously, has a lot.
What do they call him? Half man, half amazing.
Not half a season. Vince Carter has given us some of the most memorable moments, and other than guys like D Wade and LeBron and all of that, Vince Carter was one of the first players who got me excited and made me fall in love with the game of basketball. Obviously, super long career. Mm-hmm. Quite a few places, but very long career, and was pretty productive just about everywhere he went. VC, number 10.
I have Reggie Miller at number 10.
That is.
I think I know why you have him so low, but go ahead.
Yeah. Really, that's really low.
Where you see him?
Because I think he got a fair explanation.
Yeah, I got a fair explanation. So Reggie Miller is a 5-time All-Star,
Facts.
3-time All-NBA. Third on the all-time 3-point made list.
Behind Steph and Ray Allen.
Averaged 18 points for his career. Most well known for his 2-3 playoff series against the Knicks and crushed them.
Most well known for this, man.
Yeah. In front of Spike Lee. I love that documentary on 30 for 30. One of my favorite 30 for 30s of all time. He was just great. And in that 9 points in 8 seconds thing, even though he fouled him, it's okay though. They didn't call it. So they don't call it no foul. Hey, Reggie Miller was a killer, Stone Cold Killer. I remember him in the 2000 finals where he did a little shimmy shake on the Kobe Bryant and young Kobe. It was one of the greatest moves I've ever seen in my life. And
then Kobe got championships.
I know. Yeah, Kobe took the last laugh. And
It's okay.
Actually.
It's okay.
Okay, but listen. It's
it's
not Reggie right now, number 10, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my number 10.
Respectable.
Yeah,
Respectable.
very actually.
Yeah, man.
And Hall of Fame obviously hits on that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. All right. Number 9.
Number 9.
T-Mac. I can only get him so high because at number 9, T-Mac. How would I describe it? He's because of the injuries. I don't think he reached the maximum potential he could have been.
I agree.
Because I think most players in the league, Kobe even said it like, this guy was crazy.
He's a 6'8" version of me. That's what he said.
You know what I'm saying? Athleticism. Yeah.
Kobe was 6'6".
Yeah, Kobe was saying like he's like 6'3" or something.
Yeah, like Kobe like you 6'6". Like you like it's a big difference. It's like a 4-head difference.
Yeah, really it is. But like, athleticism, dunk capability, strong shooter, and I think as a number 1 option, dude was just unfair in Houston. Orlando was nice. His brief stint in Toronto. And again, one of the key factors of me, like, I love watching T-Mac. Bro was just, I really wish he was there one more year in San Antonio just so he can catch a ring.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Because, like,
but he
went to China.
No, it wasn't even that. He was just like in a podcast with All the Smoke. He was just like checked out. Because like before he went to San Antonio,
Detroit, right? Was it?
I think New York or Detroit, I don't remember. But before he got waived early in the season, and he was just chilling at home. And then Pop called him one time. He was like, "Hey, you guys still got some like juicy left in you?" He was like, kind of. He was like, come work out, whatever. And it's Pop. Why not go play with Pop? And he played with Pop, and then kind of just sat on the bench for the rest of the playoffs.
Just one more year. I think it would have just been a nice, I think with that one ring, he would have made top 75.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
So I actually had the same number 9.
T-Mac.
I mean, some of, again, in Orlando, him and that exchange with him and LeBron in that Orlando, in that game in Orlando, I think it was a Christmas Day game, where T-Mac went for 45 and I believe LeBron went for 37 or 38, something like that. Wonderful exchange, great battle. That was one of the first games I remember staying up to watch. And yeah, T-Mac gave us some incredible moments. And plus, pretty W analyst. And I'd like to shout out his 1 year as a pitcher for the Sugarland Skeeters.
Wow.
I'll leave your number 9.
They try to say only Mike can do it, man.
My number 9 is also T-Mac.
Okay. My man right there.
Okay.
It was close between him and number 8 for me, so I
feel like we might have the same number 8.
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. But
any additional reason why you had T-Mac at number 9?
Hey, listen, 7-time All-Star, 2-time scoring champ.
Boom.
Most improved. Like you said, injuries kind of
If it wasn't for AI, he probably would have had MVP low-key.
Yeah.
That's his second or third. I don't think he had it.
Because he wanted what?
On one, because he still had Tim Duncan in there. Yeah, he still had Tim Duncan. Yeah, Tim Duncan was there. Kobe,
Shaq was still.
Shaq, yeah. Tanaka and Shaq, and even Dirk had a little. I'm saying like you had a lot of bigs.
KG was even fighting that. Come on, man.
Yeah. So you can't really.
That was his best chance.
Yes. But now I wouldn't say that was his best chance. I was saying maybe Houston was probably his best chance. His Houston years.
He had some funky like hand injuries, like wrist hands, man.
Yeah.
He was good.
So that's my number 9. 8. Go ahead.
All right. My number 8, Walter Ray Allen.
Wow. I can't believe you have him so low.
That's what
see, the other guys I just had to put because like Walter Ray Allen.
I won't say so low, but like
it wasn't low. It's 8.
low.
It's respectable 8.
I mean, hey.
It's a respectable 8 because he's just that nice.
Okay.
Early on, Ray Allen did it all. Later down,
As a number 1,
yeah, as a number 1. You see the difference, right?
Milwaukee, yeah.
Went to the big 3 with Boston.
Michael Redd was there, and he was still. So
he was still.
He was
that guy still.
Michael Redd was a bucket.
Michael Redd was definitely a bucket.
He was a walking bucket.
Columbus all man.
25 a night. Go ahead. Sorry.
But went to Boston. Though that big 3 and the third option was still.
You just skipped over Seattle like that?
Yeah, I did.
Don't skip over Seattle like what?
I still skip over Seattle.
Put a great career.
He did. But that's when he elevated himself as like a great 3-point shooter, and he still had the taking game. Still was
what?
Yeah. he was still taking plays, still dunking at his old age. Come on, man.
Oh, he was doing tip slams. Go ahead.
And in Miami, probably the best shot in basketball.
Still got Kyrie shot. You still got.
It's one of them for sure.
You still got
to tie the game at home. You're like putting
Kyrie won the game. I don't know.
Come on, man. Bang! That had to be. And he was walking back. Like, he was walking back.
Could have traveled, huh? No, this could have been travel.
He could have stepped out.
Yeah, I mean, he might have stepped out.
Hey,
but
his foot could have been on the line.
That could have been embarrassing.
He said himself, sometimes you got to fight for your luck on that one. You got to be lucky.
Yeah, I'm saying he definitely traveled.
It's a huge moment. It's one of the.
But he moved, walked back. Like, he caught the ball and moved. Like,
hey. Come on. Those first 2 steps, like, it's cool. But, he's like one of the more iconic shooting guards we ever seen, man.
I was mad he didn't hit the 7 3-point.
Yeah, he needed to get 3,000.
This guy's still salty about that.
He could have played half a season in Miami and got that.
He could have played 10 games and be like, yeah, I'm done. 7 3-pointers? Come on, man.
Hey, we still love you over here, Ray.
Go ahead, Aaron.
So, my number 8 goes to 3-time NBA champion, 5-time All-Star, Klay Thompson.
I mean,
so everybody who I've had below him does not have the hardware.
I'll give you this. The resume speaks. I'll give you that.
The resume is there, but
3-time champion, 5-time All-Star, 2-time All NBA, 2-time All Defensive Team. Resume.
I'm there with you. I got James Harden last, and he has the weaker resume. That's you know what? I was against you. I still kind of am, but you know what? Agree. I agree.
I just think
Klay a little high though, but I agree.
Klay Thompson. You said Juwan. Klay Thompson got 3 of them things. Obviously has put on some incredible shooting performances and has made his name still. You know how easy it is to get washed out playing alongside one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah.
We don't even. I mean, for reference here, Pau Gasol is not on that top 75 list, but he damn sure won with Kobe as the number 2. Scotty is while on the
There's
top
like 10 dudes that should be in the top 75.
It's a lot of players that tend to get forgotten about when playing with one of the all-time greats. And I think Klay Thompson, especially with his skill.
Steve Kerr? Who else?
I mean, I put Lamar Odom up there.
Especially with the skill set being exactly the same. Because at least like you got Scotty and Mike. While Mike was a great defender, Scotty's calling card was defense. And so we got a chance to separate the two of them. Steph and Klay have the same strength. and he still has managed to carve out a Hall of Fame career for himself, playing next to the greatest player to ever do what he's so good at. So,
I mean, even with Kevin Durant, who's on that team,
and with KD,
you got to give him some roses for
I'm
that.
not denying him.
Klay Thompson, number 8.
You know what? I don't feel so bad about James Harden about it since that. Thank you. Thank you. Ali, go ahead, man.
No, you should.
I don't think you guys. I know you don't have him on your top 10, but I don't know if you have him. But my number 8 is George Gervin.
Oh, okay.
I don't have him. Good call. Yeah.
That's a fire pick.
Yeah, that's a.
So I'm just gonna go over his numbers real quick. For his career, he averaged 26 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal a game.
Some of the smoothest layups.
Yep. His best year as a player was 1979 to the 80 season. Mm-hmm. 33 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, almost 2 steals a game.
I presume that led with a scoring title that year.
Yes, it did. He was a 9-time All-Star, MVP of the 1980 All-Star game, 7-time All-NBA, 5 of those on first team, and a 4-time NBA scoring champ. 4 times.
Hey, bucket.
He was a pure bucket. You talk about I need buckets. He gets buckets. And in the last 2 years of his actual playing career, he went overseas and still was averaging 25 points per game overseas at 38 years old. So
hey, that's a resume.
So George Gervin was the Iceman.
Does he have no championships?
No championships because he played for the Spurs most of his years.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I didn't count any of his ABA. That's all NBA stats. So that's why I have him as number 8 on my list.
Respect.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. E.
Number 7.
Number 7.
I'm gonna go a little high on this one just because Ali, you mentioned him, and I think he deserves a little more respect. Reggie Miller was my number 7.
Go ahead.
Like all the things you mentioned, plus.
Well, you're saying a no-time champion Reggie Miller over Ray Allen,
who's also above him in the all. What? Go ahead.
I love Reggie Miller. He's one of my all-time favorites, but I got
W analyst, W player.
I love Reggie Miller. Like he's like. They're talking about my favorite shooting guards. He's number 2 for me. Like,
really?
I love Reggie. Like
he'd be like my number.
That's y'all.
Actually, nah, he wouldn't be up there for me.
Yeah, that's for y'all. I'm talking about.
I get you.
I grew up with Reggie, so like that's my number 2. Like I'm watching, like just watching.
I'm there with you, and that's like one of the main.
AI your number 1. Okay.
Yeah, AI. Yeah, AI was in the top 3 of my favorite to watch growing up. So. Yeah,
but Reggie, like I said, watching him play was like some of the best theatrics in like shooting ever. Like
it's a movie, yeah.
And I think he was one of the more original like top pacers to ever play for Indiana.
He was the best pacer to ever play. name the second guy to play for Indiana.
Jermaine O'Neal.
Oh, actually, yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna say. It's a lot of play.
Yeah.
Danny Granger, bucket.
If he wasn't injured, I would have went with
24 Paul George, bucket.
I would say Paul George would be 23rd, yeah.
I'm saying, but
if Danny Granger would never got injured, I would say yes.
Roy Hibbert for the last 55 games of that playoff year? I don't know. Just the last 55 games. Nothing before, nothing after.
Hey, I'm not trying to segue. Reggie Miller, man. He made shooting beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. All right. All right, Aaron, you're number 7.
Number 7 for me goes to Clyde the Glide Drexler.
Oof.
Number 7. So, 1-time champ, and with the Houston Rockets, 10-time All-Star. We're talking 5-time All-NBA player. 20 point per game scorer for his career, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Well-rounded guy. Spent a lot of time up there in Portland doing his damnedest to get them anywhere, but the West was hard.
Yeah. He really had no teammates in Portland.
He didn't have no teammates.
He had Tracy Porter maybe and Jerome Kersey. Rest in peace to Kersey. But it wasn't really he had no dominant teammates.
Yeah, not really too much. Also, great slam dunk. Didn't win it, but
hey, he was Eric Gordon.
put on a great performance. Just a real big fan of Clyde Drexler. When I think of sort of these like older players who sort of get lost in the shuffle of, the Mikes, the Charles Barkleys, even Hakeem, which obviously was.
You think he got lost?
I think when we talk about all-time greats, I think sometimes he gets lost in the shuffle.
What? He was number 2 behind Jordan the whole time. The only person he couldn't beat was Jordan.
I mean, but that's a lot of people who couldn't beat Jordan.
I'm saying, but like it was like.
Are you talking about his position, or are you talking about like? Because I mean, he got to.
So when he was playing, like he couldn't beat Jordan, like a shooting guard, it was his position.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was gonna say like.
I was about to say, are you saying he was the second best player during his era?
No,
that's wild.
No,
that's a wild take.
He was the second best shooting guard, but he just couldn't beat Jordan.
Yeah, I mean, even he took, obviously that Portland team to a finals and everything. They ran into Jordan.
Jordan smacked them.
I mean, look, that was an overachieving team. Portland shouldn't have been there anyway. But hey, it was like that Miami Heat team that made it.
They get two wins, 2 games, and just one. Okay,
just one. But yeah. So with all of those things, together, I believe that he should be considered the 7th best shooting guard of all time.
My number 7 is Ray Allen. I don't even talk about much. We already talked about him. So, 10-time All-Star, 2-time All-NBA.
Boom.
2-time champ.
Easy.
Number 2 in 3-point made. So that's it.
Walter Ray Allen.
Number 7. Number 6. Go ahead, E.
I had Glide. I said Glide. Clyde the Glide, bro.
I had him at number 6 too. So that way we just save time. Right? Number 6.
I had Ray at 6.
Oh, what the thank you. I mean, and I feel kind of bad. I mean, I don't really, but that's great. Ray Allen, man.
You had Ray at 8.
Like I said, I feel bad I didn't put him high enough because he had him at 6.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
You have Ray Allen over Clyde?
Yeah. That's a tough one. I mean, that ain't bad. That ain't bad, man.
I do. I just think Ray Allen was better what he did than Clyde was what he does.
Nah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. All right, that's where it gets juicy.
Okay.
This is 5.
Number 5. You go first, sir. Whoa, wait. Who do you have number 5?
Me? I got James Harden.
Okay, we'll go first. There you go.
So we both have. I assume you have James Harden 5.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
10-time All-Star.
James Harden is probably one of the, except for the guy we're gonna name after, probably is one of the most accomplished guys to never win a championship.
10-time All-Star, 7-time All-NBA. 2018 MVP, 3-time scoring champ.
Assist leader in 2017. I mean,
I don't like doing the little stats like that. I mean, it's cool. I like scoring champion, but
assist leader don't matter.
It does. I'm just.
You talking about before he got those 3 scoring titles, he led the league in assists.
Yeah, but James Harden is a special talent. I just wish he can be consistent and stay on the team instead of just crying and leaving.
Honestly, if he didn't, James Harden would be looked at so much more favorably if he didn't fail so hard in the postseason. Like, I think
especially those Houston years
to go out to Damon with that shot, the year they played Portland, to miss 27 straight threes in 2018 again. I mean, obviously he didn't take all 27, but to miss 27 straight threes to lose to Golden State that year.
He has lost with Hall of Fame teammates. He had Dwight Howard. I don't know how you lost with
Dwight Howard was pretty.
He was past it then.
This first year in Houston, he was actually an all-star, and he was actually.
He was good.
He was as number 2. Dwight Howard was a strong number 2.
Okay.
They could have made him. Who won that year? 2013. Oh, that's the Heat.
The Heat was my boy.
Never mind. Never mind. But they lost to Portland that year, though. Yeah,
that was the year Dame.
Yeah, they should have lost to Portland.
I ain't gonna lie. I wonder how many people like Dame got on his hit list, like goodbyes for like.
He got James. He got Russ or
Paul George.
Russ, Dwight. Did he get Chris Paul out of there? No.
But I mean, James cool.
Who's your number 5?
Who's your 5?
We talking about resumes.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know it. Big Money Clay, right there.
At number 5.
Okay. Yeah. We talking about resumes here. This is where resumes mean something. Big Money Clay.
I can't argue with his resume.
Thank you. 3-time champion as a second and third option.
Still getting 20 a game. That's the third option.
You see what I'm saying? Arguably one of the better defenders at the 2-guard position. Yeah? Shooting efficiencies, less dribbles, and he great on the mic.
He'll forever have that 60 points on 11 dribbles. Is crazy.
How many 60-point on like 100 dribbles does James Harden have? Nothing.
But you know Daryl Morey like that ISO ball.
I don't care.
Y'all be ready for James.
This is where I can be like, okay, the resume gonna speak right here. And he missed 2 years. Now he back. I'm gonna see 4 or 5 rings, but he playing with Steph Curry. We gonna put that. We ain't just gonna like let that slide. Like he playing with Steph Curry, and that's cool because like I've understood James Harden has performed well by himself, but alongside a great one. So I mean, that's why I don't see him.
Hot take, but that was fair. That's a fair argument.
Mm-hmm.
What?
I still think you're wrong.
Oh yeah,
but I think he's got fair. Putting Clay up there, because I assume we all had the same number 4, but putting Clay up there is like...
that's high. That's high.
I mean, but 3-time champion.
Mm-hmm. If he was to get like one Finals MVP where like Steph Curry like limped off at like the final 2 games, he has earned 6th.
I mean, granted they lost that year, but he did shoot the free throws after he tore his knee up.
You know what I'm saying? If Clay gets
and
one
that's the only thing that kept him from... Honestly, he might have got it in 2019.
Might have.
If he was healthy, they were beating Toronto. They were beating Toronto.
You know what? That whole team.
I think even without KD, I think if Clay is healthy, I think they get.
Clay was hot that series.
He was going crazy.
Yeah,
and I think Draymond Green could have not stopped Kawhi, but I think really it wasn't even Kawhi. It was really Kyle Lowry and Van Vliet. That was
yeah. There was no timely buckets,
bro. They was air raiding in Golden State.
So
yeah, but I want to say we are the same number 4 because I haven't heard the name yet, so I gotta imagine this is the same number 4 for everybody.
Jerry, now I'm playing. Allen Iverson.
I was like, no, this is not it, bro.
Cancel the show. Running back is done.
Allen Iverson is our number 4. Okay. Everyone can agree?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so cool.
Now, let's say he would have won like 1 or 2 rings. Does that take him above Dwayne?
If he wins 2,
he wins 2, 1 I can't go.
I can't 2. He has to win 2, because he has an MVP, and then Dwayne doesn't have an MVP.
Yeah, but
and D-Wade got 3 of the things. Granted, he got it with LeBron.
Now I'm gonna put this out there.
I mean, he won 1. He carried.
He
carried by even with the broken shot. Come on.
Oh wait. Now I'm gonna throw this out there before we end the show. Right. If Allen Iverson were to have beaten that Showtime Lakers team, does he get the above Dwayne?
Because if his 1 ring is on Kobe, yes,
Kobe and Shaq.
Because that's a crazy win. Because nobody else on that team was
yes, because he had an old ass Mutombo.
Eric Snow.
He had a pass first, below average Eric Snow.
Was Antoine Jameson on that team?
No.
Was Chris Webber on the team? No. He was a year later.
Yeah, he was a year later.
No, that would have been crazy. Because they had no offense besides Allen Iverson.
Literally AI.
The defense was there. That's how they got there.
How they won 50 games that year?
Yeah, defense.
Yeah, Rajah Bell.
Oh,
Rajah Bell was actually a good shooter.
Jermaine Jones was on that team. That was his rookie year, though.
Oh, okay.
That is it.
Rajah Bell, though, was a bucket, though.
Theo Radcliffe. And then, you said, Dikembe Mutombo. Aaron McKee was the guy I was thinking of. George Lynch. Yeah,
they had defenders. That's how they got there.
They had a good defense.
Yeah, Baltimore. Rajah Bell was a good scoring option, though. He was getting buckets. But Allen Iverson was basically their number 1 offense.
Was he FIU?
Huh?
I want to say I remember him in a tournament. I think he went to FIU.
Florida International?
Am I crazy?
All right, but yeah, like you said, 11-time All-Star, 2-time All-Star MVP, 7-time All-NBA, 4-time scoring champ, 2001 MVP. His best year, which is his MVP year, he averaged 31 points, 5 assists, 2.5 steals. He averaged 2 steals in his career.
Hey,
He's a thief.
Got his hair braided mid-game on the sidelines.
Was it an All-Star break? Or no?
He did also do it during the All-Star game.
Okay.
I will say he was probably like Aaron says this a lot, and I always like think about it too. In hindsight, like he really did change the culture. Like, but prior to Steph Curry, like talking about like the culture, like
The way basketball players look, act, and all of that. Allen Iverson was afraid because they used to have a dress code in the NBA.
No, it was just called after him because of him.
What was that?
No, they had like it wasn't like implemented, but like it was kind of like a implied rule, like you make sure you dress nice or whatever.
Yeah, and then,
but like they actually made it was an actual rule, league rule to wear like suits. You had to wear a tie, you had to wear slacks, whatever.
Yeah, man, the braids, the shooting sleeves, the headbands. I mean, AI did so much.
The tattoos, he definitely
the tattoos. He did
changed.
so much for the culture of basketball.
Yeah,
and I think. I think AI was that first sort of crossover between hip hop and basketball, and now they're so in lockstep. So it was certainly something incredible to see. So he's all of our number 4s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Plus, he was Calvin Cambridge's like favorite player.
I mean, and that that in and of itself, being Calvin Cambridge's favorite player is good enough to get you on the top 10.
So we have it. We will post the top 10 on our social medias. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram,
and if you really care, Snapchat too. But that ain't no big deal.
TikTok.
And if you have something different in your top 10, let us know. You're probably wrong, but I'd be open to listen.
That's beauty basketball. Everybody wrong sometimes.
Yeah, like you.
Hey, listen. I don't think you guys noticed, but I didn't have Klay Thompson in my top 10.
Yeah, we know.
You out of pocket for putting Reggie Miller in there, not Klay Thompson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's a bias.
But
and you put and George Gervin. I mean, actually, no, George Gervin.
I'm saying, don't let him pull out George Gervin. All he needed was a ring, and he probably would have been top 7.
And Klay Thompson got 3 of them.
I probably could have put it in number 10, but
you definitely could have.
Yeah, but Rich Miller's gonna take that number 10 from me.
You out of pocket.
Hey, he number 11, just like his jersey.
Hey, props to you, man, for really doing your best to get him to.
That has been another episode of the.
Hey, you got. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead, try it.
Well, you got James Harden number 10.
Yeah, I don't like him. Humble himself.
And you have Reggie Miller at number 7.
Like I said, he's your second favorite shooting guard. What you talking about?
To watch, I said.
Hey, but still, same thing.
I specified that, didn't I?
Same thing.
That's interesting though that you like watching Reggie Miller more than D Wade though. That is interesting.
The Flash. Oh.
No, I mean I love you doing it.
I mean like the dunks and all that.
Hey, it's really I just watched it more. I don't know. I can't explain it.
I mean that's fair.
Rich Miller's my guy. Sorry.
But hey, that has been another episode of the Running Back Podcast. We appreciate you joining us. We will see you right here again sometime next week. Peace.
Deuces.